Hello, Mr. Gonzalez.
How you doing?
Good afternoon. Good to see you again. How's everything going?
Everything's going good. How's it going?
All right, everything's good. Everything's good. So we're meeting today to go over Diego's progress on his IEP goals from January.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be discussing some of the stuff that we've been doing with Diego since the last time we've met, in regards to him meeting his goals.
All right.
And feel free to at any point stop me and ask any questions or concerns that you may have.
Yeah, sure. Sounds fine.
Awesome. So before we get started, do you have any concerns before that have to do with anything of Diego's school or home situations?
Since the last time we met in January, I've noticed that the last 2 months since his birthday, he got a little tablet, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he got one of
They're
those.
super popular right now.
Yeah, and well, he's been using the tablet a lot lately and using some of the educational apps that it has.
Oh,
And,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that some of the programs are really starting to get to him in a
Cool.
very positive way, as not like usually doing homework,
Okay.
which bores him.
Okay.
I think it's like the interaction that he has with like the letters and stuff that he gets to move around that seems to get his attention a little bit more better.
Oh, so do you see him, would you say that he's more engaged when he's using the tablet than when he's just writing on pencil and paper?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
He seems to be a little bit more like passionate about his work.
Okay.
You know?
More engaged, definitely.
Yeah, more
Okay.
engaged.
Do you know any of the apps that he, maybe not by name, but just some of the apps that he plays with? Do you know what they are like? Are they letters, or is he writing, or?
Yeah, it's mostly just identifying the different letters.
Oh, okay.
You know, putting
Yeah.
them in order and recognizing, from capital letters to the
Lowercase letters.
lowercase
Oh,
letters.
okay, nice.
And yeah,
That's awesome.
he seems to be, grasping the concept of what the game is actually asking of him.
Okay, nice. Okay, perfect. So I'm glad you shared that,
Yeah.
and thank you for that. I'm going to share some of the activities that we've been doing with him, and some have to do with computer software as well.
Okay.
So maybe we can find somewhere where he's doing some of the stuff that he's doing at home, he can do here in the classroom as well,
Yeah.
and that'd be great. So thank you for sharing that. So
Yeah, no problem.
one of his goals was an English language arts goal, and that was that when Diego is given a verbal prompt, meaning like a little bit of help, whether it's me telling him to do something or physical, help,
Okay.
he will independently print
Mhm.
uppercase and lowercase letters in correct format.
Oh,
And that is noted, that is targeted by a percentage with which we have at 80. So we have an 80% target right now,
okay.
which kind of means 3 out of 5 times that he's asked to do it, 3 out of 5 times about 80%, or 8 out of 10 times that he's asked to do this writing activities. He'll do it independently that many times, so at 80%. And his progress towards this goal right now is at 50.
Okay.
So there is a bit of
Does that mean he's behind?
so it's not that he's behind,
Okay.
more than he was back in January when he was first evaluated.
Mhm.
And what's happening with this 50% is that we are seeing improvement,
Okay.
but as opposed to it being 80%
Mhm.
improvement, it's only 50
Okay.
towards that 80. So we are about 30% short, which is not a big number. I would have been scared if it would have been like 5% or 10%, but it's actually 50, really close to 80. So because Diego works really hard, he gets along really well with his teacher and a lot of his peers. I have no doubt that he's gonna get to that 80%. Definitely by the next time we meet.
Okay, and you know, why is it that he is working at that 50% language arts IEP percentage?
So again, you know, when he was evaluated, he was diagnosed with a specific learning disability plus his orthopedic impairment. Those two things combined do hinder his processing of the information. So we do see a slow progress. It is I'm sure seeing, you know, 50 instead of 80 is a little bit, it can raise some questions, but I do want to remind you that 50% is a huge progress from where he was 3 months ago. So even though he didn't hit it this one time, he can definitely be a lot closer, if not definitely hit it by the next time we meet again. So that would be in the next 3 months.
Okay, and like, what are some of the things that are gonna help get to that goal that you guys have set for him?
Okay, so some of the stuff that we did modify in the classroom to target that goal were some activities that include reading buddies. So pretty much the students have a one-on-one buddy that they read with, and this activity includes them correcting each other when the other person is not reading a word correctly or is maybe mispronouncing a word or miswriting it. And this helps because some students are very shy of reading out loud, and they don't like, you know, getting public feedback. So it's more personal when they're just one-on-one sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
So that's one activity. There is also small group instruction. So me as the education specialist, when I see them those 45 minutes a day, I do small group instructions with the students. So their group's no bigger than 2 or 3, and Diego has been working really hard to really complete the assignments and cooperate with the other students. And the other students are responding very well to Diego's cooperation as well. Yeah, so I see that Diego is putting a lot of effort into the assignments when we are in those small group instructions, which I personally really like.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you noticed that he doesn't tend to sit for a very long time.
Right.
And he seems to be a little embarrassed, you know, in front of his peers. By getting into these groups in this new education setting in the classroom, do you think that it'll be a problem in interacting with the other 2, 3 classmates?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. So some of so just to touch on that deficit of sitting up and his orthopedic impairment. I'm gonna share with you his AP Eagle and then move on to how it's affecting his interaction with his classmates. So his AP goal that was written out by his AP instructor says that Diego will sit independently in a regular classroom chair for up to 30 minutes. 90% of the time, which again, it's about 9 out of 10 times that he's asked to sit on a chair, he'll sit for about 30 minutes or so. So his goal is at 30 minutes. While he participates in large group activities or you know, group games, snack time, art, music, and those settings. And from these 30 minutes, he's working at about 15 minutes, which is half of his actual goal. So from January to now, he has reached about half of that goal. So that goal will carry on to the next cycle, which would be the next 3 months. He'll still continue to work on that goal.
Okay.
And from his progress, it seems like he will get to those 30 minutes. And as far as you're concerned with with that affecting his interaction with his classmates, something that I've been working with personally is that when he feels uncomfortable sitting for so long, because he is with me for 45 minutes, I told him to let me know right away when he feels uncomfortable, and I am more than happy to allow him to stand up and go drink water or walk outside to the restroom and come back and maybe get a little stretch if he has to, and then he can reincorporate himself back into the group. And he comes to me with one of his a good friend of his, so they are I have paired them to where they are allowed to go to the restroom if this comes up where Diego is having a problem.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because I tend to notice that at home sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes